Hello and welcome to TW White & Son Suzuki in Effingham. My name's Matthew, I am one of the salesmen here, and this is the brand new eVitara. So let's walk around the car first. So I'm going to show you a lot of its features. I'm going to talk a little bit about the car first before I start really showing you any of its features. So the car in our showroom today is the Ultra. Now there are two different kilowatt versions on this model. So it's the 49 kilowatt and the 61 kilowatt version. So 49 kilowatt and 61, you can get both in the motion. So there's two different style of kilowatt versions you can get. The Ultra is a 61 kilowatt version only. Now, the Motion and the Ultra you can get in a two-wheel drive as well as an all-grip version. There are mileage difference, not a huge amount of mileage difference, but so to give you an example, the 49 kilowatt gives you up to 214 miles, whereas the 61 gives you up to 267 miles. Now, all depending on how you drive and what features you're using in the car. Yes, it is true in the winter time, you do get less mileage because you're using a lot more electrics, heating up the car and, you know, keeping nice and toasty whilst using it. Whereas in the summer, battery life seems to be a little bit more extended, especially with the mileage. Now, these cars do start from 26,249 and can go anything up to 29.5. But with that, if you are interested in finance, then Suzuki are throwing in a very handsome 2.9% APR on their finance currently. Now, the Suzuki eVitara also comes in 6 different colours. Now, they're not a throw-in-your-face sort of colours at all. They're actually quite decent, but nothing that's really going to make you stand out from everyone else. So standard would be silver black, a lovely like Drake dark green, but they're not too lively either. So let's start showing you from the side of the driver's door first, and I'll walk around, and at each point I will show you the what this car comes with, and I will also show you the difference between the Ultra and the Motion, what the difference is that you'll find. So on both models, the Motion and the Ultra, you've got the side door mouldings there. You've also got grey and black gloss alloy wheels, which are 18-inch. Now, this being an Ultra, you do get the 360 camera. So 360 camera there, right there, if you can see it, just underneath the wing mirror. Goes all the way around the car, so on the front and rear bumpers and the wing mirrors. Only available in the Ultra on the 360 camera. Don't get me wrong, you still get the reverse camera with the parking sensors on the Motion, but 360 extends to the Ultra. The Ultra, as always, Suzuki always give a top of the range. Vitara or S-Crosses all come with a sunroof. If you're buying a Motion, then you don't get the sunroof. Now, the side door handles here, Suzuki keeping it very simple as always. Keyless entry, so be able to get in the car by ease like that. And then on the wing mirrors on both Motion Ultra, you've got the lane departure warning there to let you know there's another car there, as well as heated mirrors as well, as you can see. So let's walk you round to the back. We will get into the car, just so you know. We will walk into the car eventually, so I can show you a few features. But I'm just going to show you the outside first, just to give you an example. So you've got LED lighting, as you can see there. Okay, and the reverse camera, which is just under here. Now, fog lights. That little small one down there, you'd be surprised how bright that actually gets, but easily visible when you're out on the road. The nice Suzuki eVitara badge there. Rear parking sensors. So very well hidden along the bumper there, and it arches around as well. Again, side door mirror mouldings. Protects your door when you open them. And you're wondering, how do I charge it? Push on the button. As long as the car's unlocked, you can do this. Just open like so, and there is your option. Now, when it comes to charging, obviously you can just have your standard pins in there, but if you want to do fast charge, you take out that little sucker there, and you plug it in, and that is what you can do at a fast charger. So you pull this out, and it gives you the full able to charge very, very quick. Normally within about 45 minutes, I believe, on a fast charge. But you can do that. You can't really do that from home. Obviously, you don't have the same sort of power grid, but you can do it at most petrol stations or services around the area. Front LED lights there with the projector headlight. So very good natural light. And then you've got the front parking sensors again, coloured in there. So you can see, it does come with fog lights. And there is your front camera. So please remember, this is only on the Ultra. Motion is reverse camera only. And as I bring you up, you've got your radar cruise there, as well as the radar brake as well. Works in the same feature actually, to be fair. Now, as we bring you around, I will be opening up the driver's door to give you the first look into the eVitara. So opening up the car, you'll notice you've got mood lighting on the inside of the door here, which does extend throughout the car as well. You can change the colours, anything between pink, blue, yellow, red, green, anything you decide that you want as a colour, you can change it, and it does. You can do it all from the system there. We can show you how all this works anyway. Bit of fabric with lovely piano black gloss inserts there. Now this has got the front and rear electric windows, ability to lock, automatic coming in. So if I push that button, you see that they come in quite nicely. So electric folding. Now, this is a new feature for Suzuki that I've come across after working here for a very long time, electric seats. So this is available only in the Ultra version. You get fabric and the leather seating there with white stitching going around. With the electric, which will have obviously bolster support as well, if you do decide you want it, but 6 different ways to change your seating position. Obviously up, down, forward, back, and then the adjustment on the seat there, and then bolster support, which is a nice little option. So let's take a seat in. Now I've already turned this car on just so you can see some of its features. Now this obviously has only got a 92% charge, showing a range of 224 miles. This car has done only 23 at the moment because they have to test drive them first, but a nice digital display, show what power you're using in terms of and miles an hour as well. It does have sign recognition, and it does tell you when you're going over the speed limit. So this little device just in front of us here, this obviously reads your facial expression. So if you're not looking at the road whilst driving, or it starts to notice that you get a little bit drowsy, sleepy for driving a long time, it does pick this up, pings it on the system, and lets you know it's noticed this. So it's a nice little reminder to have. Now these are some features that will change in the future, of course, with Suzuki, but those are not in place just yet, but will be eventually. Automatic window wipers, and again the automatic lighting. So if you are a Vitara an owner, then you'll know some of these features are quite standard, and you'll know pretty much how to use them, keeping the Suzuki features there. So radar cruise on there, so you can set a distance between you and a car in front of you. As obviously hit the mode button, you can change it so you can do a limiter as well, and you can also adjust the screen on the front there, so the infotainment system. Now coming down to the gloss back centre, now they have changed a little bit on the automatics. So you remember we used to have handles going up and down, things like that. So if I put my foot on the brake, it's a little turn knob. So I push it to the right, I am now in drive mode, and you'll notice this because I've just started the engine. It's already stuck in to move forward from a parking position, the front camera, as well as the 360. So you can see all the way around on the doors there, and then obviously out the front with distance between you and there. Obviously if I put it in reverse, then it's going to do it the opposite way around for me. But very, very straightforward. Once you've finished your drive, just hit the park button and handbrake. Very straightforward and easy to use. This does have automatic hold as well. So let's say you've gone for a drive, you push the button in. So at the moment it's unavailable because I'm not moving. But as soon as I push that button, that means as soon as I come to a full stop, I can actually lift my foot off the brake and it will hold it there until you put your foot on the throttle to drive off. A little bit like auto stop start, just obviously without an engine. Now you've got the climate control down the front here. So this is, again, it's adjusted, which will come on the screen. So if I hit climate, obviously this is where you would run it from. You can do it either manually from here, or you can touch screen it. So choose where you want it to go from. Heated steering wheel, heated seats. So that is options between the Motion and Ultra again, as well as temperature, which again, if you prefer to do it manually, you can change here and you can see it changes there, or you can touch screen. Nice, cool little features to have. So you've got 2 options. Wireless phone charger. This is in the Ultra version only, so you just place your phone on there. As long as you've got wireless charging available, you can do it from there as well. So I'm just going to turn this fan down because it gets quite noisy, obviously being in a showroom. Now the sunroof itself, it does have a cover that comes over. It doesn't really restrict your height because this is where the normal Vitara would sit anyway. And obviously, if you notice from the previous Suzuki Vitaras, obviously there was a height difference between having a sunroof and no sunroof. In this option, it is literally, it doesn't really make that much difference for you at all. But you can have it open or closed. Unfortunately, that does mean that the sunroof does not open at all. So it is just a feature, not something you can actually use. But you can open or close it. Let's show you around the rest of the car. So, I think what I'm going to do is start from the boot. So if I open up the boot here for you, you'll notice it's quite a spacious boot. However, there is a feature in this car that doesn't come standard in the normal Vitara, which is the ability to extend that boot. So side door mould handings here, so similar to what the Swift used to have. So our Swift is over there. Now on the old Swift, it was a case of the door handles used to be on top here, and they've done that exactly on this eVitara too. So by opening the door, again, gloss black just on the inside there with electric folding, but the ability to move the seat forward, it's just a case of there's a handle just here, you lift it, and you can pull the seats forward like so, although that does restrict the seat position, of course. But if I move around to the back here, you'll see how much more length and boot space you actually have. So again, I'll do it on the other seats here. So I'll bring these two forward, like so. So again, yes, it does restrict your leg space, but if you need the space, it is there. And look at that boot space now. Much more depth. Now there is under storage here, but that is just for your cables. But you can, I mean, if you really wanted to, move the phone package out and you'll get a much deeper boot. But still, nonetheless, a very good size. But let's put one of these seats back, because I then want to show you what happens when I put the seat down. Flat and flush. Right from the boot, so there's no drop down into the boot, it's just flush all the way through. So just give you an angle, different angle, straight, all the way from here, all the way through. So if you're going away on holiday, or you need to take stuff down the dump or anything like that, plenty of space now. I do like the way eVitara has definitely changed a modern way of driving by obviously using space correctly. So again, passenger door, the cloth insert just on the inside, and then the piano black insert just there with the electric mirrors. These do all come with privacy windows as well as standard. And a nice little cool feature I've just noticed is obviously the shark fin on top. So why don't you guys come down and explore the new eVitara with us? Ask for myself, Matthew, or my manager Dan, or we've got Jeff as well. Give one of us free a call if you fancy a test drive. We're happy to set you up from one, and we look forward to seeing you coming here soon. Take care guys, thanks for your time.